All right, we're on to the spots. We got a pin of them here. All 41 litters would be sired by Van Wilder. Van Wilder's the Sloan boar that's been around here a few seasons and done a tremendous job. We went back and used him. Thought it was a no-brainer the way these hogs have fed, and predictability's awfully good. Mother would be a loudmouth, which is the $15,500 reserve grand overall CPS gilt 2020 National Junior Show there in Des Moines. We bought her. Was shown by the Hildy crew there. This is a tremendous litter. This is the gilt we're going to offer, the only gilt in the litter that we're offering, and then the two male pigs that we like quite a bit here. Endpoints are going to be a little bit different in terms of the way you want to feed them, but January, February setting without any kind of question. Obviously, that gilt can go on and be a big one on down the way. Probably recommend not showing her at Oklahoma City there in March, being to the judging assignment that we've got. But I think that gilt's going to be an awfully good big one, and barrows are going to be awfully powerful market hogs when it's said and done. We're going to start with 41-3. This would be lot 4. This is the bigger of the two barrows, and I think one you can push on. He's got an awesome kind of a look in terms of having that Sloan head and neck, and really fast here in the ring. But he is an athletic, square-built one that's good out of his hind leg, and I think has a unique kind of a look on the side profile. Hog's proportions are good. He's big enough in his type and kind to be pushed, but not a little small squatty one. I think one that's going to be an easy feeding kind of a hog with a useful hind leg, and one that balances up good on the side with a big forearm, and still unique and good enough in terms of his head and neck. So I think a nice kind of a pig, a pretty easy feeding kind of a bear at the same time. 41-6 is the smaller of the two bears here. Offers some moderation. Probably has as much pull in him and as much set in him as you want to. I think he can fit into that February setting without any kind of question. Maybe later with the right kind of home and management. He's a more moderate built kind of a hog in terms of length and frame, but a hog that's unique looking up in his head and neck, like his brother and sister is, in terms of length and extension, and then just his head and face shape is always going to be youthful. Hog that's good in the center part of his body, offers some muscle shape and center body and dimension. If you like him a little more moderate, you need a smaller one, I think this one's one you can look up. 41-8 is going to be the gilt, and she's one that I think is going to make an incredible kind of a big ring kind of a hog. Very good about her look and balance on the side. She's probably as hard-shaped as anything in terms of just true muscle and dimension on the top side of her skeleton. Probably good out of this pedigree to start with a little bit more. Once we've fed a few out of this particular sow, this gilt here is going to be tall-fronted, level-built, square, has more grow and extension, which I think will work to her advantage on down the way there in the big ring. Heaviness of structure is good, and I think one that's going to stay mobile on her feet and legs in terms of mobility up front and behind, and still have a youthful kind of a look when she's big and burly on the way. So if you need a big kind of a big ring breeding gilt, this spotted gilt here is one with a great pedigree.